and someone died. If you haven't checked like the news already, like people like already like two people died, according to Fox News. Anyways, this I'm talking about Black Friday. So Black Friday was technically 2 days ago. I was supposed to make a video of this, but I had some work to do, and I had some disturbances going on, and yeah. So, what's Black Friday? The history of Black Friday. Technically, it's the Friday following Thanksgiving Day in the U.S. So, technically, fourth Thursday of November, and yeah. So many stores offer promoted sales of Black Friday, and lately online stores have been doing that too. Like even YouTubers have been doing it too. But that doesn't mean I have it because I don't have merch. So yeah. So technically, it's been like the busiest like the shopping day, and mostly in the U.S., but like other countries have been starting to do that. So apparently like some shops they all started opening at like 6 a.m. but then 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then even midnight, and then even the day before on Thursday for some reason, just to get a lot of people to buy their merch. So original term adjective black have been applied to days upon the calamities occurred. Many events that described the Black Friday, although the most significant effect in America was the Panic of 1869. And yeah, not important. So technically, the use of the spread quite around. Technically, busiest shopping and traffic day of the year. So of course, everyone will like try and get to like shop they want to go and buy the stuff they want before everyone else, and they'll even. And basically, the history about this. And technically, after Thanksgiving, it's like people start celebrating Christmas holidays and such. But yeah, get ready, and then for like parades and such, yeah, the Toronto Santa Claus Parade, which is sponsored by the Eaton's company, by Timothy Eaton, and then the Macy's one in New York, but. And then yeah. And then Black Thursday, like I mentioned, they wanted to do this because they wanted to try and get more people to come in and buy their merch. And some countries that in the United around the world, U.S., yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like some places like Toys R Us, they did theirs until like their supplies until their supplies how long their supplies lasted technically, and then Sears Express, MK, Victoria's Secret, and Tilly, American Eagle, Nike, Jordan, Puma, Aeropostale, and Kmart. Yeah, they also did like theirs like similar. And then Canada. So Canada basically started doing theirs when because they found out that people in Canada they were going over in the U.S. and then buying their merch and then going back over. So trying to prevent that, they trying to did Black Friday stuff in two on the same during the same time in Canada, but that's just like not much like savings technically, so that's why probably people still go to US and buy stuff too. And UK, United Kingdom. They started doing theirs. Mexico, they did theirs. Probably they started theirs around like 2011, and they call theirs El Bon Fin instead. In Mexican and Romania, they also did 2011, 2011. India, and since technically Black Friday is not popular in Asia, so technically there's like barely any countries that celebrate except India technically, and some other countries listed. So and in France, they call their of course en français Vendredi Noir, which is Black Friday in French. If you don't understand French. And then they didn't do theirs one in 2016 around them because of the terrorist attacks in Paris, France. So yeah, everyone should have known about that one. Germany, they do like a black, instead of doing like a Black Friday, they do like a Black Weekend, of like black shopping. So sales basically last an entire week. So sooner the better you get it. But yeah, but they're not crazy enough to crazy like the Americans, who literally kill each other. I'll explain that soon. Switzerland, they did theirs that's in 2015. Australia, New Zealand, Australia, the Apple company. If you were to buy something online, so this sort of started around. In 2013, the Apple company and in Australia, they gave people so for every purchase you would get an iTunes card for free. And then New Zealand started doing sales and stuff too. And then other countries that celebrate Black Friday is Norway in 2010. In Costa Rica, they call theirs Viernes de Negro. In Panama, 2012. South Africa, Russia, Austria, Switzerland. And then some countries like Colombia, Denmark, Italy, Finland, France, Ireland, Lebanon, Nigeria, South Africa, Sweden. They did 2014. In Spain, 2015. Netherlands, 2015 too. So and it's growing very rapidly. And then there was violence and chaos, and which I do not really like. Yeah. So apparently in 2008, also in New York, they were at the local Walmart, they killed people. So technically, they got killed there. They technically around 5 a.m. They literally, as soon as the shop opened, store opened, they trampled the employee, and the employee died. And yeah. And even though the police, they came to try to help the person, yeah, they even pushed the police. in Palm Desert, California. On the same day, 2 people were shot at a Toys R Us. In 2010, Madison, Wisconsin, after shooting the woman cut in line and threatened to shoot other shoppers who tried to object, and Toys for Tots volunteer stabbed by a shoplifter. Indianapolis woman was arrested after causing disturbance by arguing with other Walmart shoppers, and she refused. And yeah, and then apparently a guy he attacked people with Florida Walmart with pepper spray and pepper spray grenade and had a handgun and had 2 knives with him. And the man in Buffalo, New York, at this Target store, he got trampled. In 2011, Porter Ranch, California, woman used pepper spray, and that injured like 20 people. Wow. So people were waiting in line for the newly discounted Xbox 360 back then. And apparently a woman with 2 children were upset with the way people were pushing in line. And yeah, apparently people are using guns, pepper spray, and knives. Tallahassee, Florida in 2012. And because of a parking argument over a parking space, yeah, they were doing that. 2013. So a person in Las Vegas who was carrying a big screen TV home from a Target store, and he got shot, and then the robber tried to he shot him, and then he tried to get it back. In 2016, yeah, 20-year-old Demon Cartman was shot and killed around 1 a.m. after outside a Macy's store in New Jersey. And yeah, and apparently the guy's brother was also injured, and then the SUV was covered in bullet holes. And then and then there was also the shooting at Wolf Chase Galleria Mall in Memphis, Tennessee, and left 1 man injured. Then apparently a 19-year-old was arrested for possession of a weapon, assuming it's a gun. And then this year, at the River Chase Galleria in Hoover, Alabama, yeah, a guy named Mantic Fitzgerald Bradford Jr., yeah, he killed by a security guard after 2 people were wounded in a shooting. So apparently the guy was involved in the shooting, but he wasn't the shooter, and yeah. And the problem with people who sell stuff online, this is a big problem because the high traffic challenge is because you have to have enough stuff because people are going to buy stuff a lot instead of just going to the shops to to not deal with like all the crazy fighting and stuff. But yeah, so apparently there was some incidents in incidents on the websites and advertising. And yeah, it's like some websites are like for example Walmart, Target, Big Lots, and Staples. They send these info in advance, but yeah, it's different. So then there's basically Cyber Monday. Essentially, it's the fall Monday, the following Black Friday. So that's when people basically go online and buy stuff online, and then the discount is the same technically, but or similar, but it may be different, but basically discount off the same items that they want. So if they were, for example, if they were too busy, like if they went somewhere for Thanksgiving weekend and so if you wanted to get something, why not? So you don't have to get it like right on Black Friday. Like if you live in the U.S., you know what happens with that. Anyways, there have been like posts and stuff. I'm like talking to them, and it's been on like the news all the time about people dying just because like they're like fighting over like items and stuff, and in other countries, like if you compare the United States Black Friday to other countries' Black Friday, yeah, it's not that big. It's not that busy. I mean, people might be like shopping out for like the stuff they want to from the Black Friday through Cyber Monday or Cyber Week, but that doesn't mean like they want all of them. So what I don't like about it is like just because I want items like doesn't mean you. Sure, if you didn't get the chance, like you can get it like another day, like maybe like on Cyber Monday, or if I buy it online, if you use like credit cards, like and actually have the money to pay for it. But like but like the average year, like from what I have seen before, is that at least one employee and one shopper has died every single year, technically. I mean, if you look it up, yeah. So sure, just because you want a discount doesn't mean you have the right to like shoot people. That's what I don't get. Why? Because if you actually check out the legal amount of like how many people died, wow, it's a big surprise. Damn. So anyways, I'll put this Wikipedia page here. It's been very helpful to me, actually. So basically, yeah. So I just hope that like people don't like, actually don't like people like bring like weapons and stuff, because like, and with like the US and stuff, like they still have like gun rights with NRA, the National Rifle Association of America, and I hope that stops. Because even with the school shootings and stuff, and people have already talking about like how like people shouldn't like have like guns, like you've seen like teenagers running all like in the US, they run into like schools and start shooting kids. I mean, like other kind of weapons that are used like on Black Friday, like mentioned, was guns, knives, pepper spray, grenades, and 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 then yeah. It sounds like just as soon as like that employee like opens the door and people start running in, like the door literally crashes down. That probably explains why it's called a door crasher sale. I don't like that. I don't like that. So tell me what you guys think about like Black Friday. Like what kind of stuff you occasionally buy on Black Friday. And do you like the idea of like how like people are like killing people? Because I do not. Just because, and like I said, and just because wanted to get an item that before anyone else doesn't, technically does not mean give you the right to physically attack people like with weapons, or like physically like punch them or strangle them, or I don't know. Yeah. So anyways, that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.